Yes, so good morning. Today, this video will be very short. And as you can see, my topic today, no one is better than you. None. Absolutely none. And that's my topic today. But know this, that you are not better than anyone. Okay? Now, I should say good morning and welcome once again to Talk Your Talk. All honor and glory to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. Shalom. Peace be upon you and your household. Now, no one is better than you. Yes. At this point in our life, you can't sit back and say that anyone or you are better than anyone. No. Because the Holy Scripture had said that all have seen and come short of the glory of the Most High. All, each and every, not, it didn't mean some and everyone, okay? All have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High, okay? He also said in the Holy Scriptures, no one is good, only the Most High Yahuwah, okay? So, in this case, you could always say that we all are on the same level, the same status, social status, spiritual, whatever. We have the same status in the sight of the Most High. But then we have people who goes around thinking that they are better than you, and they are better than me, and they are better than everybody else. And then you ask yourself, why is that? Well, I guess as much we all know why. We're just talking about it now. Because most people think that they are more educated than you. Most people think that they have more money than you, they have more wealth than you, you know. And even the same people you go in the same churches with, the very same churches you go to with them on a Sunday, you go with them on a Saturday, you go with them wherever you go. Because of the financial status, the amount of money they have and wealth they have. They call you brother, sister, but in their mind, in their heart, they think they are better than you. Because that's where they feel the power and the glory. Because most of them who wrongfully think that the Most High give them this wealth. Now, if the Most High give you wealth, seriously, when He gives you wealth, He don't give you wealth for you to accumulate for yourself and pile up in a corner. Believe me, the Most High don't function like that. You understand? When the Most High give you anything, it's to feed His sheep. That is how the Most High function. It's to feed His sheep, not to accumulate all this wealth and material things. Sit down upon it, you understand, and put yourself at this elevating position, you know, that you are all that. No, the Most High don't function so. And anytime you see you functioning like that, you are of the devil. You are of Satan, your father. Honestly, I'm telling you that. You understand? Anytime you see that is how you're functioning, you are Satan's son. You are Satan's daughter. You are Satan's children. You understand? Satan is your daddy. No matter you go to church every Sunday, every Saturday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, whatever. You understand? Once that is how you're functioning, then that is what you are. Satan's children. And you just fooling yourself. You are a hypocrite. And you're just fooling yourself and telling yourself you're better than somebody else. That is false. You are not. In the sight of the Most High, you are about the scum. You understand? And then you worshiping Satan. Anytime the Most High give you a gift, or the Most High give you something, the Most High don't give you something for you to hide it under a bushel or whatever it is. Anytime the Most High give you something, the Most High give you something so that it could be a light unto other men, unto other women, unto your other brethren. It could be a help unto all those. I mean, that is just how the Most High function. And if that is not how you function, You understand? Then I'm sorry for you. You are of Satan, your daddy. You understand? Seriously. You also have to realize that the same person you run out and you're shouting, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Well, actually, this is not his name. That is not his real name. And I always say that, and I would always say that, because you never know when somebody will look at my video. Never know. But this is not his real name, this Jesus, but then the fact that we are dealing with that, his name is Yahushua. You understand? Yahushua from Mashiach. Some people say Jesus Christ, okay? Anyway, think about that. When Yahushua was on the face of the earth, right? He didn't own anything. He didn't have no wealth. His mission in life was not to go and hunt well, look for a job, and then you have to work and save a set of money, save money to buy a carriage. No. His mission was to show you the way to salvation, to show you the road to save your soul. And believe it, that this task took up all his time on the face of the earth. It took up all his time. Every sleeping and every waking moment took up his time. Right? And that is how it always supposed to be. Right? You also see that in his life, he had the opportunity to get wealth by Satan. Do this and do that. You understand? And Satan said he would elevate him, he would, whatever, everything is him. He refused that. But then you find that most of us out here, in the world as it is today, we rush towards Satan for it. Give us, give us, give us. I just always say that there is a lot of people who think they worship in the Most High and they worship in Satan inadvertently, and they don't even know. But then you have to know. You have to know how the Most High works. You have to look within yourself. You have to search yourself. It's a constant job. You have to be constantly humbling that self of yours. Constantly doing that. You understand? You have to judge yourself. You understand? Judge yourself by how you live with your brothers. Judge yourself by how you feel about your brothers, and beat out this thing on them. Don't go about thinking for one moment that you're better than anybody. You understand? The world are deceiving you. That is exactly what is happening to you. Most of us, it takes us a long time to reach that point. I'm telling you. It took us a long time. Don't think. I mean, everybody, we have this little thing about us. You understand? I mean, but we have to work on it. You have to beat it. None of us is born perfect. All of us have sinned. You understand? But it's something that you have to constantly work on every single day. And there is not much time to do that. You see, Yahushua show you. It take a whole lifetime to show you. Up to his death, he's constantly showing you. You understand what I'm saying? But most of us, we just do our things like we serve the Most High like a sideline, like something you do on vacation, you know. No, you don't do that. Every living minute of the day, you have to be on top of the game, running it hard, straight through. The Most High, you have to do that. You have to be walking that self. Because I've seen a lot of people who I see, like, I think or thought was genuine, and then they go through certain just minor tests, and I see they fall away just like that. Like they don't have the mental strength to continue. So they go back to what is easy and what comes natural to them. You understand? But then, my brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, you're not better. You're not better than anybody. Nobody is better than you. You understand? When Yahushua was here, he wasn't trying to show anybody that he was better than them. What he was doing, he was just basically in his humble way telling truth. Okay? Now, most people might say, well, okay, somebody saying that and stuff like that is a tap out for they not attaining wealth. So if somebody strive to get wealth and they don't get wealth, then they could make an excuse as to why they attain wealth. But tell you something. If you are gonna say that, I will tell you straight up. If you say that, then you don't have much understanding, in this life. Because I will tell you this. There is a lot of people I know, all right, whose life was never based on trying to get wealth. Honestly, there are people whose life was never based on trying to pursue wealth. You see, it's just like like I've met certain people, and it's just like in the pursuance of wealth, you have a tendency to lose part of you that is essential. Serious. A lot of you don't know that, but you have this part of you that you lost along the way. And once you compromise certain principles of the life, of the spiritual life, even if you didn't know, once you get yourself compromised in that way, it's equivalent to selling your soul to the devil. I could tell you that. But all is not lost. You see, if you didn't die in this pursuit, and if you still have some little light burning somewhere, there are hope for you. You just have to go to the Most High. That is why he came here and he died for you. You understand? That is why he told the guy, the young rich guy in the Holy Scriptures, that you have all your wealth. Go and sell everything you have and give it to the poor. And then you could follow me. But then with all these years and achievements that he went through, he couldn't do it. Because his wealth was the central focus of his life. Keeping the law in the practical way was just a sideline. That just like, okay, that's okay. Anybody could do that. You see, and that's the difference between somebody that will make it to Mount Zion and the difference of the person who would not. You understand? That will be the difference between the person who will miss the train to Zion and the person who will make it. Because you see, most of us people on the face of the earth think that by attaining all this wealth, we securing a life for ourselves. That, is only temporary. And if you look at it, no matter what you do on the face of the earth, in terms of wealth and going here and doing this and buying that, this thing have no benefit after that. And then you going down there, the next person going down there, everybody going down. You could go in a gold coffin, you could go in a silver coffin, you could go without anything. It doesn't make no difference. So how could you be better than the next person? All you gotta do is humble yourself. As a matter of fact, if you have $10, right? The Most High bless you with that $10. Then you could give a virgin, a sister, $5, $6, right? Or you could give maybe 8 virgin $1. And then the Most High give you, okay, I will give you $100. Then you could feed at least for $1 98 people. You see, the Most High function in like that. If you have the more corn you have, the more fowls you feed. So the more he give you, is the more is expected of you. And if you decide that you want to accumulate and grab all for yourself, so at least you'll put your life on top, it will feel you're better than everybody else, then you're a damn fool. And that's the absolute truth. And it doesn't matter what you say, what some people might say if they read that post, or what you might think. But if you're gonna think that is a tap out for people who doesn't attain wealth, or that is for about for people who are not rich and stuff like that. If you gotta think along those ways, then let me be the first person to tell you you're a fool. Seriously. And I'm speaking with serious authority here. You understand? So anyway, my brothers and my sisters, remember, throughout your day, throughout your night, just know you don't feel inferior to anybody. You don't feel superior to anybody. You understand? You just move with the Most High in your heart, in your soul. Let Him be your guide towards your day. And if He is within you, then it doesn't matter what lives without. So have a wonderful day. Be at peace. Be blessed. And all honor and glory to the Most High Yahuwah through His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach. And let peace reign in your life and on your household.